One drop of blood. That was all it was supposed to take. One tiny drop from your fingertip. And Elizabeth Holmes claimed she could detect over 200 diseases. Cancer, diabetes, HIV, everything. No needles, no labs, no waiting. It sounded like the future of medicine. And Silicon Valley believed it. Investors believed it. Walgreens believed it. Former government officials believed it. Even some of the most powerful billionaires in the world believed it. They poured nearly $945 million into a company called Theranos, which, at its peak, was valued at $9 billion. But much of what they believed was never real. Elizabeth Holmes was 19 years old when she dropped out of Stanford University. She didn't fail. She said she had a vision too big for school. She was afraid of needles, or so the story went. And that personal fear became the foundation of a revolutionary idea: painless blood testing using only a finger prick. She called it Theranos. Combination of therapy and diagnosis. It sounded like innovation. It became a story people wanted to believe. Dressed in black turtlenecks and speaking in a deep, controlled voice, Holmes quickly became a Silicon Valley icon. Media compared her to Steve Jobs. Investors saw her as the future of healthcare. By 2013, Theranos was worth over $1 billion. By 2014, it was valued at $9 billion. And inside the company, things were already falling apart. At the center of it all was a device called the Edison, a small black machine that was supposed to run hundreds of medical tests using just a few drops of blood. Fast, cheap, revolutionary. But internally, the results were unstable. Former employees later revealed that the device often produced inaccurate and inconsistent results. In many cases, Theranos secretly relied on traditional laboratory machines, the same systems it claimed to replace, while presenting the results as if they came from its own technology. This gap between promise and reality would later define the Theranos fraud case, one of the most shocking Silicon Valley startup scandals in history. In 2013, Theranos partnered with Walgreens and launched blood testing centers across the United States. Real patients, real medical decisions, real consequences. Some patients reportedly received dangerously incorrect results. False positives and false negatives for serious diseases. In some cases, treatments were changed based on data that was later proven to be unreliable. At the same time, Elizabeth Holmes was raising more money. She built a board filled with powerful names: military generals, former secretaries of state, and billionaires whose reputations made the company feel untouchable. George Shultz, James Mattis, Henry Kissinger, Rupert Murdoch. It wasn't just a startup anymore. It was authority, prestige, and trust, built on reputation instead of evidence. In 2015, everything began to collapse. Investigative journalist John Carreyrou from the Wall Street Journal published a report questioning whether Theranos technology actually worked. Inside the company, former employees began speaking out. Whistleblowers revealed what was happening behind closed doors. The Edison frequently failed. Traditional machines were being used secretly. Critical concerns were ignored or suppressed. Regulators stepped in, and what they found confirmed the worst fears. In 2016, Theranos was banned from operating its blood testing laboratory, and its technology was deemed unreliable for medical use. The company that once promised to revolutionize healthcare began to collapse. By 2018, Elizabeth Holmes was charged with wire fraud and conspiracy to defraud investors and patients. The trial became a global spectacle. Holmes appeared calm in court, composed, controlled, almost unchanged. Her defense argued she believed in her vision and was misled by those around her. But prosecutors argued something different: intentional deception at the highest level. On January 3, 2022, she was found guilty on multiple counts of fraud. In November 2022, she was sentenced to 11 years and 3 months in prison. Today, Theranos remains one of the most infamous financial frauds in modern history. A company that promised to change medicine, a technology that never worked as advertised, and a system that wanted innovation so badly. It stopped asking whether it was real because Theranos was never just a startup story. It was a warning that in the world of money, power, and ambition, a powerful story can move faster than the truth.